I wanted to do some vocal effects, like live vocal effects, but Zoom doesn't let you do that. So instead, I'm going to do it live. Welcome to the Marvel Card Collectors Podcast. Excel, sell. Kind of works, kind of didn't. I might fix that in post. Anyway, welcome. My name is Ian Taylor. With me this week, we have Wesley.
Heyo.
We have Josh.
Hey.
We have Jason.
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jason. Must be quiet with Jason today.
No, I'm healed.
You're healed. Okay, lovely. Let's start this as we mean to go on. So cast your mind back, folks, to 2019. It was June. It was hot outside. A young Josh James Kennedy Smith was thinking about one of his favorite sets. And he posted on Marvel Masterpieces Collectors on Facebook on the 19th of June, 2019. In fact, he posted it at 23:15 UK time. So Florida's 5 hours. So yeah, it's evening. You might have had a drink or two at this point. Fair to say. He posted, it's been a lot of fun, Gen 1 and Gen 2, of what I call MMXL. Now, Josh, apart from the fact that you're clearly a time traveler, tell me what this post was. What are we seeing in these photos for those on YouTube?
So I got involved in, really involved in making holographic displays and furniture with glass tops that have LEDs into it and different shadow boxes and stuff. And that's kind of where I got started when I got back in around 2016. And so we had basically an idea to make like a shadow box with a large version of the card as the background. And I had a collection that I'd been working on and had some old stuff from conventions. You can see some of those cards are most of them are all Marvel Masterpieces, but some of them were SSAs like the Iron Man, and a couple were purple variants, and different things like that. And so it took a little bit to kind of figure it out there. It's interesting how the cards are, basically how the cards are made. You're going to unravel that in this scanning process. And once you go through a couple little steps, it can go proportion wise up to a pretty large scale very effectively. I mean, we know most of them were made from that size anyways. So bringing them, large print painting wise being brought down, but in the 3.5, 2.5 scaled. So when started with some of these, they came out. Now the surfer actually has the glow in the dark paint on the board and on where his hand is. So there's a lamination process.
Are we talking the 93 one or the 2016 one?
The 93, that one right there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So when the lights go off, the hand and the board and the stream from the board glows.
Wow.
So yeah, we, just kind of messing around, having fun there. And there's a type of lamination process that is, I would say it's more like slabbing, more like when you get a PSA slab, because once these things go through this type of laminator, they're indestructible. It's not when you lift these, they don't flex. They almost feel like they're framed already. So that was what all we're trying to go is like UV protection and, sturdy. So that way you could put it inside a metal frame, wood frame, whatever it is. And so, just started gifting some of them to friends because everybody's got a favorite character. And I usually had a regular base card of almost every one of these. that you're looking at to spare. So as a gift or stuff like that, you know, it was really cool to see some people's responses from it. And it was awesome. It's just one of those things where you messed around with, and then everybody's feedback is what made you push forward and keep going with it.
So basically, you made your own large format Marvel Masterpieces cards 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And what size are these, roughly?
These are 8.5 by 11.
Okay, so they're larger than the actual MMXL that we've ended up with, but still.
Yes, sir.
But still. 5 years ago. Josh, quite frankly, whether it's true or not, and Upper Deck, I'm sure you can confirm or deny this, but I'm giving Josh, I'm going to call it now, I'm giving Josh credit for giving Upper Deck the idea, because Upper Deck would have been in MMC. So someone there saw it. It gave someone the idea. I guarantee it. But anyway, this is bonkers. You can see people like commenting 5 years ago, and then Alan Michael, bless him, he's such a lovely guy. Search the group for Masterpieces XL, and this popped up. You're a time traveler.
Yeah.
So,
you know.
Yeah. I mean, who's going to win the Super Bowl next year, Josh? Can you tell me that so I can put some money on it?
Yeah, it's not the Patriots, I'll tell you
that. No, yeah, damn straight.
Bears.
Oh,
but hope. I love this stuff so much that I just when I saw the post from Upper Deck, my jaw just about dropped, and I didn't know what to say or how to feel. But all I could think to myself was, okay, my head was, it seems like in the right place.
That's hilarious.
Because I knew there was a place for these like this. And and then even, you know, messed around with stepping it up size wise one more time from this. I did 50 of them in the largest, I would say, what's 11 by 24, I think, by 24.
I love that you've done you've done this. So I called it.
I love that they didn't change the name. That makes me feel even better.
I know. Well, they probably might owe you a box or two as a thank you. You know,
be beautiful.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? So speaking of boxes, Wesley, what do you have in your hand there? And I'm hoping you're going to hold up the box that we saw just before we started recording.
Yeah, I got a box of Marvel XL. That's
Marvel Masterpieces XL.
Nice. Marvel Masterpieces XL.
So as we record, this is what, 5 days out. I think it came out on Wednesday. We're recording on the Sunday. So yeah. And I've seen people breaking it, and it's a lot of people were exceptionally skeptical. I think would that be fair to say about this set?
Absolutely.
And we did, when we did our episode where we were kind of just musing about it, that I think Wesley and Jason, you were on, I think. Can't remember. Can't remember now.
So. Yeah. It might have been just me that day, I think.
It might have been just you. Anyway, we did an episode where we were musing about it, and you can go back and listen to it. And a lot of things that we were musing about turned out to be true, such as, you know, the thickness of the stock, the fact that the what was called Silver Spectrum isn't autographed, because it just said Silver Spectrum rather than Silver Spectrum Autograph, so not SSA, just SS. And sure enough, later the day that we recorded it, Joe Jusko did post on the group, and he said that he wasn't, you know, he kind of wasn't part of this set, you know. So it is a reprint and a reissue of work that was in the Masterpieces 2016 set, which of course he was very involved with. But on this one, he's not involved at all. And in fact, since we saw the solicitation, that's the word, Wesley, on the box, let's hold up the box again. I'm gonna make you spotlight. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Turn it over.
Let's see here.
Does Joe's name appear anywhere on there? Because on the solicitation, it had Jusko in large letters on the box image. I can't see it there at all now.
Yeah, I don't see it anywhere.
So that's interesting. Anyway,
Oh,
I'm not.
You have a box there. I was looking at your mat.
Oh,
Yes, yes, the map. Now, for those watching at home of a sensitive disposition, tough, quite frankly. But we're going to spotlight this particular shot on numerous occasions throughout this podcast. Wesley, can you just move that box out of the way a minute? Yeah, I thought so.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Wes.
yeah, you've dropped something on your mat there. But that's brilliant. Where did you get that mat?
you know, my girlfriend found it for me, and she
Oh,
found the
hello.
picture, and I guess there's a place that if you send the picture to the mat company, they'll put any picture that you.
Put any picture you want.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
And
killer.
yeah, she
Wow.
had a little fun with it. If you, yeah,
Well, yeah, okay.
you want me to go
Well,
back? Yeah.
yeah. Go back to that. Go back to that. No offense to
Yeah.
you, Wesley, but that's infinitely more attractive to look at. I mean, it could have been more interesting, and who knows, maybe she'd have made you one with her on instead of Cat. But so
Well figured.
for those watching at home, it should be worth pointing out that the gaming mat that Wesley is using as a background has a very alluring shot of Black Cat with much boobage. I think is probably the best word to use.
Yeah. Simple
So
term.
yeah, and listen, it's human anatomy. So quite
Mhm.
frankly,
Art. It's
no
art.
shame here, folks. No shame here. It's artistic representation. You know, Michelangelo's David didn't get stick. Well, it might have done because it was probably cold that day. Anyway, so shall we, Wesley? Do you want to open
Yeah.
this? How much did it cost you, by the way?
Well, I actually I got a pretty good deal because my guy down the road at Fathers and Sons sold it to me for he got 4 total boxes. He sold them to me for 199.
Oh wow.
I don't
Okay.
think they're not really a big non-sports store.
Okay.
So he gets his stuff for me and just hooks me up pretty much. So it's I thought it was a pretty good deal. So I had to
Oh,
get
right.
two.
Right. Well, in the interest of scientific research,
And
it's certainly worth a punt.
it does seem like there's a couple LCSs by us that are the same way. Very few non-sports, maybe they do Pokemon or whatever else.
Mm.
But if you go in there and talk to them enough, and they do see you buy product and know that if they just get a few units for you and it won't sit there on the shelves, they will order it for you.
Be a collector's item in years to come. But the I was going to say, everyone's posting saying first look, first look, first look, and some of them are like a week later. It did make me laugh. When we had that exclusive on the Fleer Throwbacks 89 set.
Yep.
And then, we actually had the images ahead of time. And then everyone else is posting first look at. It's like, no, it's actually not true. We had the first look. But given the fact that other people have opened this live and other people have put out content that says first look, we're not going to say that because it's not true.
Right.
But it's our first look at it in terms of it live opening. I think that's a fairly safe way to say. So without further ado, Marvel Masterpieces XL presents a larger premium format to the renowned 2016 edition trading card set.
Do you think they have any right here in the bottom right hand corner? It says may contain time sensitive redemptions. You think
they say that on every single product they put out? It's on every single product they put out. It's one of the legalese things that's on every single thing. Like, when I worked in ticketing, every single thing you put out always has to have the words subject to availability on it.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. Right, how many packs have you got? So you got 3 cards per pack.
3 cards per pack, and there is 10 packs. So,
wow.
But there's 3 cards per pack. So I think that's the one in the middle is supposed to be the hit. Is that right?
I've no idea, Wesley. This is the first break of this I've looked at. So how many packs have you got? Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10?
Yes, 10 packs.
Good. Okay, good. So this is what to expect. Now, in the blasters, I think you're just getting 1. I think it's one or two.
It's
Two.
Three?
It's two.
Two.
I think it's
Okay.
two. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because somebody had mentioned there was a blast. I really didn't think they were going to do a blaster pack for this, but that's. I mean, are we talking Target and other places for the blasters on this?
I'm not sure how widely they're on sale on the Upper Deck website,
They're on the Upper Deck website. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
along with Fluor Ultra Wolverine and quite a few other blasters actually. So it's worth going there. For those who don't have, like me, stores nearby. It's a good place to go. I mean, I think you'll still need a US shipping address for it. So it's not like I can order them and have them shipped to the UK because Upper Deck aren't, by nature of their license, allowed to ship these to the UK. But I could get some, without relying on one of you guys to go to a store. But yeah, right. So pack one. So I'm gonna preface this before we get too deeper. If you're listening to this, the next 20 minutes or so might be a little bit frustrating because we're going to be talking about stuff we're seeing, and we'll try and talk about it a little bit. But you might find the YouTube version of this episode just a little bit more user friendly. Want a better word?
Yeah.
It's kind of the way things are going these days, visual medium and all that.
Optically stimulated.
What we got first? So, I mean, I'm going to call these by what they are, even though Upper Deck have changed them to be called variant covers now. It's a what if.
Yeah, it's
Yes, it is a what if.
Star
That's
Lord.
beautiful.
and people have told me my hands are small before, but now it's just like
Yeah.
trading card hand.
I ain't saying a word for once, which is
Or
unusual.
these are like regular size cards, and it's baby Wes holding a like Deadpool after the.
Oh goodness.
Oh, that's funny. Right. Okay. So Star Lord.
Alright.
What's next?
A
Oh,
little
Pride.
Kitty
Kitty
Pride.
Pride.
Awesome.
That is one of my
I
favorite pieces in the
think-
original set, I have to say.
Oops. This
Yeah,
one.
that's because Lockheed in that that one is probably one of the best of Lockheed.
Mm.
All
Where's Kitty
right.
gone? Kitty's gone.
Oh,
There she is. She's
Yeah.
back.
yeah,
Nice.
that's
That's sweet.
So how do they feel, Wesley? How are they for thickness?
well, I think you brought up before, like they seem awful thin. Like if you don't get them into something quick, it might
Right.
the corners might get damaged pretty easy, and
Right.
it does look under. I mean, I don't know what the situation is on grading with these, but it does look like there's scratching is a little bit on the surface, a little bit on some of them anyway.
That's a shame. I've
Whatever
seen
it is,
someone
but
pull a Battle Spectra gem and they said, "Oh, it's got a roller mark on it." And someone else commented, and I remember this was the case with a lot of the PMGs from Fleer Ultra Spider-Man. It's where the foil rolls overlap.
Mm-hmm.
When they're laying the foil onto the cards. So, unfortunately, I think you'll just get that. That's a byproduct of the production process. But it'd be a shame if there's scratching just on the regular cards.
what do you think's in the background here?
Do
you guys know?
I don't know. I mean, it's interesting looking at it in this larger format. You kind of
Yeah,
ask
it
yourself
is.
that question.
So it kind of looks like the inside of that looks like to the top left-hand corner, like it's a window to like a building somewhere on another planet or somewhere
Yeah.
else.
Okay.
Oh, I guess we could maybe look on the back.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah,
I mean, the only
Yeah,
I think
just,
it could be a sentinel, but I don't know. Don't look like any part of a sentinel I've ever seen. But
all right, you want to check out the next one?
Yeah.
yeah. So we've seen two of the cards. What was the third one? Oh, it's behind
The third
Star
one,
Lord.
this should be the hit. Oh, so it's a
Groot.
Okay.
Okay, it's the gold.
Groot, what if
I
gold?
like it.
So hang on, I'm just gonna while you're looking at that, I'm just gonna pull up the spreadsheet of the checklist here. What's going on here? So you got the base set. Then you have a gold foil parallel. So the gold foil parallel is what you're seeing with the Groots there. Let's have a look, I think. Yeah, that's a what if gold foil parallel.
well, okay. I
Okay.
wonder
They
if it
are-
was
They are calling them what if on the checklist.
They are, yeah, it's called
Okay.
what if. I've got the official spreadsheet.
let's do 14.99.
Yeah.
That's lovely. So there is a regular what if as well, as well as a gold. So if you have a look at the Star Lord, hold that up next to it. Yeah. So the Star Lord doesn't have that massive gold
Logo.
MMXL on the front.
Yeah.
So if you look on the back, let's look at the back of the Star-Lord and just see what it's described as. Oh goodness.
This what if?
So that's just a what if, and that's not numbered in this set.
Right.
Okay. So the number to the gold on the what if. That's interesting. Yeah, it's weird when you turn it round. You expect to turn it round the other way. Have they printed the backs on the different way this time?
That's a good question.
Turn around the group, but just lift it sort of no, not that way. That way to the
Right.
no other way.
Here we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, I don't think they have. It's just
That's
weird
the
on the
correct way.
Star-Lord. Yeah, it's just weird on the Star-Lord. It's something about it just looks. Turn that one over the same way. No, that
Okay,
is right.
that's
Okay,
right.
we just got ourselves turned around then. Okay. Sorry, this is
Is
fascinating
it-
listening to it, just seeing what the back is orientation is. But I like those.
Didn't you say there's some type of what are people using to keep these like
Well, I don't think there's
labs?
one answer. You can get photographic supplies. You can get sleeves that will fit. So if these are genuinely 5x7, then you can get 5x7 like penny sleeves effectively. But they're for photos, and you can get them, and they're archival and acid free and all that, so they'll be fine to use for them. And you can also get top loaders that size.
So I found some like almost team bags, but
Okay.
This was at
Careful.
Michael's. Yeah, and it's they can go in, but
Just make sure that
there's-
adhesive doesn't catch it on the
Yeah.
way out.
yeah, it's got
Or even for now, while you get some that are snugger fit,
You can
just
see,
don't, just don't seal it. The main thing is just have it in there.
Right.
that works out good. Yeah, keep them protected.
Yeah,
Because
just keep them protected. Yeah.
it being that large surface area like that, even the cards just resting on top of one another is probably causing some of that surface scratching we're seeing with these.
Are they
Okay.
too
Surprised
wide
it wasn't
for
just a little thicker.
Pack two.
Looks good
they-
though.
Are they too big for a standard comic book bag and board?
Oh, they're too small for that. Yeah, comic
Yeah.
book bag and board is bigger.
Yeah, that'll work.
But you can get for those who binder their stuff, you can get two pocket sleeves. Ultra Pro do make them in their platinum range. Because I use those for stuff. So what we got? So pack two, we've got a what if Hella.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite Hellas.
Yeah, I've got to say, having been, like I said at the top, a little bit skeptical about how these were going to be. I'm loving the larger format on them because it's just the art works.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really showcases the art really well. I'm not familiar. I haven't really bought any or own any of the 2016 masterpieces, and I've looked at the cards, but so this is still all kind of new to me. But
Jason, buddy,
A wonderful world awaits you, sir.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I saw that
it.
too. So behind it,
Oh,
Satana.
Satana. Now, here's the thing. So this is Satana. So this is a regular base, yeah? Regular base aren't numbered, are they, Wesley? Even though they've got the silver stamp.
Let's see.
Man, he held nothing back on that.
No, but the thing is, Shana, the She-Devil. So there's characters that aren't in this set. So Deadpool's not in this set. Understandable because of the rights. Punisher's not in this set. Understandable because he's currently on the ban list because of his image being used in protest. Red Skull isn't in this for some reason. And Shanna the She-Devil. Now, what's this card? This card has probably got as much, I'm going to say underboob and side boob as Shanna has.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious to why Shanna the She-Devil of all images was considered for whatever. I mean, I'm assuming it's a kind of a Marvel stroke Disney like censorship thing that dictates that image couldn't be in the set. But how can this get through? I don't know.
It's an interesting choice of Peloton pants there.
And the hips.
We're trying to sell these to kids also.
And I'm wearing some of those right now.
And man, I'm afraid. Well, they're in the larger format. It's almost you can almost see more.
I know what you're going to say.
Okay.
You're going to say that the foot of an Arabian mammal, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. This is right.
And that's okay. You can say it. It's not like we wrote the storybook on that one. But yeah, you're right. You're right. You get to see some of the detail Joe put into these.
Yes,
got the fluffy furls on the ends of the boot cover things. There could have been an interesting choice where else to put that.
Okay. All right.
The Jusko 14. I think I've noticed. Maybe is there other ones that have 15 on it? Did he do this over a 2-year period?
It took him about 2.5 years to do it. I think. His earliest ones are dated 13.
When you look at that last one there, you can to me that you see everything he used to do and where he came from, the fantasy art and all that stuff. Like,
oh yeah,
it's just that's what she could be an elf in the back of a back. You could change all these things around, and it's just all that stuff I remember seeing from him before anything Marvel. It translates when he does these female characters. He does them beautiful.
So yeah, very much.
I don't know much about this character, but like the eyebrows, like it's got like long, antenna-like eyebrows.
Mantis brow.
Yeah, that's great.
But he really does does it all awesome. But some of the female characters, you can tell he gets back into that fantasy art mode and really goes wild with them.
Should we do this like regular breakers and come back to this one, or should we just? I guess it's.
Well, it's entirely up to you, dear. I'm just looking. I have a feeling. So I'm just looking at the
good.
I'm on Google Images right now, so I'm not looking at the break. Sorry, guys.
Remember when Oliver, he was talking about, I think Keith asked him about the small pencilings that he sells on his website.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember him mentioning to us that he was saying, and I thought it was interesting, it's when he does something that small and tries to get the background understood in that small of a penciling, he knows that regardless it will work, because if you can perceive that the action, the image and all that stuff in that tiny window. So with these, it's kind of like that on the other side of the coin. We're getting to see all this stuff in the background from this larger scale
Yeah. So I'm just looking. Yeah, I think the 2016. Yeah, the 2016 Silver Surfer is dated 13 on the painting.
Yeah.
And that's and that is in the set. I think this was the last set that Surfer was in until like a year or so ago. Because Marvel had already approved it, if I remember correctly, listening to the when we had Jason. Good afternoon, Jason, or good morning, Jason. Not you, Jason. I'm talking about Jason Mashera, president of Upper Deck. When we had him on, I'm pretty sure he alluded to that, and I'm certain that Joe mentioned it when we spoke to him as well. But yeah, some of the earliest paintings that he did were 2013, and those are the ones that had already been approved, which is why Surfer's in the set, but other Fantastic Four characters subsequently didn't make it because the hammer came down. Right, what's next?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Oh, it's Mystique.
Oh, nice.
That's purple. Beautiful. Oh, purple. Nice.
Purple.
Excellent.
Oh, that foil looks amazing.
That purple looks great with the. Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that rendition of her is.
Yeah,
it really looks like Jennifer Lawrence.
It does, doesn't it? I was thinking the same thing.
It does.
That I wondered about that. Like, I know we asked about the connections and the car, but so many of the characters look like casted actors intentional, and it's almost like it was done on purpose, like there was some sort of collaboration. I don't think there was, but
no,
that looks like Jennifer Lawrence.
It does, doesn't it? I mean, it's Mystique. She can look like whoever she wants. The next purple serial number down might look like Donald Sutherland for all I know, but that was really random. Sorry. The interesting thing about this is that she's holding a gun. Now, I know that they're not allowed to have guns pointed at you, the viewer, anymore. in any of the stuff,
Ooh.
and I think that's been the case for a while. But I'm pretty sure that Guns Full Stop are out now. So yeah, for that, I mean, this is 10 years ago. This was painted. It's 2014, so it would have been approved around the same sort of time.
And that does that kind of look like the Punisher skull in the background?
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, it could
It
be.
Did they have to adjust it for? Because I don't see an eye. I mean, I guess that.
No, that's the way it was. That's the way it was
before.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they haven't. I don't think they've tweaked anything like that. I mean, they might have done. We haven't seen all the cards yet, and I'm not sitting here with the originals looking at them. But yeah, I tell you what, while you're opening pack 3, which you're just doing, it is worth getting. There is a large format hardcover that IDW put out, which has got all of Joe's work from this set, including the paintings that didn't make it. There's a different version of Captain America with the ruins of the World Trade Center, for example. There is the Mr. Fantastic one, the Invisible Woman one. The Fantastic Four ones that didn't make the cut that he'd actually done, but they weren't approved.
The Captain America one, I understand why, but
yeah.
it was beautiful to see.
It was stunning.
Oh, wow.
Here we are. So we got another gold foil What If of Kazar
right on the top.
Yeah,
this is nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love this card.
The What If in the large format looks really cool. I mean,
yeah, I agree. Like so the like on the Hella, like, you know, it says stuff like Slave of the Tomorrow Man, and like, is that part of? Do you think Joe does that? Like, puts the stuff on there to make the.
So it's there. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's from the first edition. So like whatever, like the verbiage that's on the top on the What If, it's from the first edition of the first appearance of that character. See how that bottom one says introducing Kazar? So like the Iron Man one says Tales of Mist
Suspense.
Tales exactly on the top, because the first Iron Man wasn't Iron Man #1.
That's right.
And so with Spider-Man and all these other ones, it's like what Amazing Fantasies.
That's
so
right.
That's whatever the first appearance of the character is. That's the verbiage and the icons and stuff they're going to put.
Yeah. So that's the trade dress or whatever was that original issue.
I tell you, the other interesting thing here is
this one's awesome.
That's what they started doing, because this is the first time they did this kind of What If style. But when they got to Masterpieces 2018, it wasn't necessarily the first edition, the first issue that they appeared in, because Phoenix, the Tier 4 2018, was from a much, much more contemporary issue.
That was my first What If card. I love that card.
It's a stunning card, but I really didn't like the What If version, because for me, it didn't work using the more contemporary thing. And I think they did that on purpose, because the artwork, in most cases, they've managed to make the artwork really work with the elements from the original comic that they've lifted. So all the call outs, the corner box, the comic authority stamp, all those. But in some cases, it just didn't work. And or that character may not have had a cover where they kind of announced it in that way.
Right.
So they have started to use later issues, but I'm pretty certain that for Masterpieces 2016, I think all of them were what, as you say, their literal first appearance.
Yeah, this card here is another example of like his background in fantasy art. Dinosaur,
like 3 fingers in the nostril of a Tyrannosaurus Rex there. That's
well, why not?
Yeah,
better than your finger up his bum to placate him, as I know some animals need. But here's the thing. When you hire someone like Joe Jusko, and this, I heard this, and it wasn't about artists and painters, but it rings true. Someone was saying, I'm paraphrasing here because I can't remember the exact phrasing, but when you hire someone with years worth of experience, you hire them with that year's worth of experience because you know that they can do the work that you've asked them to do, or particular tasks you've asked them to do, in 30 minutes or 90 minutes or whatever it is. because they've got all those years of experience. That's why they're able to do that. Now, I'm not saying Joe created something like this in 90 minutes or 30 minutes. What I'm saying is when you hire someone like Joe Jusko, because effectively you're commissioning him to create these works for your card set, you do so on the knowledge that he's got 30 plus years of fantasy art experience to make things like this work. You know, there's characters in here that aren't as marvelly. I mean, let's be honest. Who here chases Kazar? I've never known of a character chasing Kazar. I don't know of any Marvel reboot that's had Kazar in the last decade or so. I might be wrong on that. You know, these are some characters just don't age well. Let's face it. You know, they don't really fit with the modern Marvel thing. And I think Kazar is one of those. But it works because Joe's got that background of experience.
Right. And I really believe what makes Marvel Masterpieces exceptional and truly great, and kind of a one-off, because Bianchi did the same thing with that level of art we hadn't seen, and it just kept. And then the change and the shift from different styles. So, I mean, great point. It's Kazar, but look at that card.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They all had their deep cuts. This is a Jusko deep cut. You saw Bianchi pulling characters that we barely, like Gorgon, Triton, Wonder Man. You know, these are characters, but because but Bianchi, a lot of people, I know for a fact, I discovered Marvel characters I'd never heard of with every single Masterpieces set that's come out, pretty much. I'd never heard of Ex Nihilo or Phoenix Force until Palumbo did Masterpieces 2020.
Yep.
Just because I don't think that there aren't many humans on the planet that have had time to read all of Marvel's back catalogue. Let's face it, there are millions of books and stories.
Oh yeah,
so, so there'll always be something new, and that's the wonderful thing. That's why we're all into Marvel stuff. There's always something new to discover. But look at that, that's brilliant. Right, sorry, we're waffling. We're only on pack 3. Let's keep going.
These are so much fun.
Oh, nice.
That card.
That's a great.
Look at that card.
Jeez.
And the lightning in this size and the pullback. Come on.
I mean, that's like when you make them this size, you see so much more. Yeah, that one says 13.
This is why I want an MMXL of Bianchi's work.
Oh yeah.
You remember and that's what I said when we did the preview episode. I was like, can you imagine this for other Masterpieces? Can you imagine if they got some of the original high-res artwork from 1996 and put out a set of this size?
Yeah, my favorite was the 2018 Iron Man. To do that one was my favorite that I did.
Yeah, that's just lovely. I mean, I know it's not numbered, but I don't think that takes away from it.
No.
I think it's affecting people's. I've seen some very, very reasonable resale values on these so far, on the unnumbered stuff. So I genuinely think if you're wanting to put together a set of these in the silver, which was the normal base set thing, I think you're going to be able to do it fairly affordably because they're not numbered.
Right. Yeah.
Now, do we know
it's less valuable to people?
Did they put the orange in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, orange should be in here. Let me have a look. We've got bear with. We've got Silver Spectrum. We've got Spectrum foil variants. Sure, one of those is Silver foil variants. We got red foil parallels of the canvas. Yeah, legendary orange. There it is. And we've got holofoil kaleidoscope, holofoil speckle. So there's a lot of elements of the original set in here.
Look at that.
That's the orange I got last night.
Oh, and speaking of orange, there we are. Wow. I turned away for a second to look at the checklist. And you've already got it in your sleeve.
I tried to sneak it. I tried to sneak it in.
Now, look at Mjolnir there. I mean, the texture and the way that thing looks like it was liquid at one point, and now it's
perspective. Look at that perspective.
Yeah,
that's
right.
And his arm.
In this size, and even the suit being probably we're going to call that like maybe Gen 1 of his first.
That's OG, yeah.
And it works, and it's perfect. The cape, that's just a killer card. Love it.
Wow.
Sorry. And then you guys just let me know when it's time to move on. But
what was the What was the orange number 2 in this set? Because I know it's
think
different.
In the original, it was 99. What is it on this one?
Right.
99.
Okay, and there's the
Awesome.
purple 199 as normal.
Yes.
That's cool that they kept that the same. That's
Yeah, I think I know what's coming. I think I know what was under the, based on the little smidgen I saw of what's underneath Kazar.
ooh, that's pretty good.
The
By
purple is
2 millimeters, if you can get that
99.
card by.
Yeah, no, I saw he started to go to the next one. I was like, that's
I
Hulk.
up.
That's
I was
Hulk.
like,
It's
I
a
was
Hulk
like, just tell me
canvas. I
when to go, and
guarantee
then
it.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at that.
Now, what's the texture like on
Jeez.
that?
I mean,
Is it the proper canvas?
It feels like it.
Wow.
Does it feel
And
the
then
same as the other cards, or is it different on the front?
No,
Does
it definitely is a little different on the
Okay.
front. The
That's
canvas feels like it's
definitely
gonna
canvas.
last.
It's got less gloss as well.
Yeah.
Feels like it almost might hold up better.
Yeah, it looks sturdier.
Oops.
Does.
Yeah. Look at the definition. That's just.
It's awesome. It's awesome. And I mean the contrast that way side by side from the others, it'll have the same contrast with the no gloss. And
I tell you what though, the print definition is better on that. One of my issues with the smaller size canvas on all the modern premium sets has been that the canvas takes away some of the color density and definition, so they look a little bit washed out. This one looks a lot sharper.
Yeah,
which is why I preferred the gold gallery when I was collecting those.
Fingernails. Can you guys see the definition on the fingernails?
Yes.
That's just
the cracks in them. Yeah, that's
right.
Wow.
It's just
it's awesome.
All right.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah, I guess we gotta...
Still with us, folks, at home. Good. Yeah. Settle in. Marvel Masterpieces podcast where slow breaks are a thing. Okay, we're pack 4. Make it last all night, Wesley. Come on.
There's a lot to take in.
Sorry, Jason. What were you saying before I got smutty?
That's awesome. No, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot to take in and talk about.
There is.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider. So this is Green Goblin. What if?
Yeah,
I believe it's the regular What If. Look at that. Thing is, because of the larger format, the actual. I mean, they could be mini comic.
Yes.
Reprints, and you do get omnibus editions of some of these early ones in smaller digest size. So
there's no way on the original card. I noticed the buildings in the background and could tell much detail in the glide.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just seeing that. Yeah.
And so like they're, all this extra, the pumpkin bombs like that, getting ready to.
So fun fact
and
is
his face, like
they made some legendary promos. I think there were about 5 of them with Jusko 2016 artwork on. So if you've got a 2016 set and you're going for like all the elements of it, as well as having the 2 promos from Masterpieces 2016, one of which was non-sport update, which was Hulk, and one was a convention one, which was Spider-Man. You will also need the legendary promos that used his art, and Goblin is one of them, as well as the Spider-Man.
So that Goblin, the way he drew it, I mean, that is like the 19 stuff, the old dress. I mean, that looks like that could have been the first issue of, the first appearance of Goblin. Like they could.
I think Goblin was earlier. I think that's his second or third.
No, 14 was his. I think 14 was his first appearance. Yeah.
I'm sure it was earlier. Let me just have a look. First appearance.
He's always done a good job at keeping his style, just by nature, has always been very colors in the.
Was it his late 40s? Yeah. For some reason.
Nice.
But this is, yeah. So you've had the What If. So this heads for
you're on your way for a Kazar Rainbow there, Wes.
Yeah, you're getting Kazard.
That's the regular What If. Okay.
Kazard.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Yeah.
I think it works better on the What If.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's really
a lot of action.
even though that's like 1960s, X-Men title and stuff, but just that art, that style, and the trade dress and everything, it looks like the 1970s Marvel the oversized magazines.
Yeah, giant size and treasury editions.
Yeah. Well, they had the treasury were super big, but they had
the giant size,
giant size, I think they called them the magazines, but you had a lot of kind of this fantasy stuff like Conan and some of the Dracula and that kind of stuff was more for those books. But yeah, it reminds me of those.
Those
with the base here, you could see all that, like the lion, the whole scale of the art there so I think it's great. You got both of them.
Yeah.
Would you say that T-Rex is getting a good fingering?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me. He went there.
Sorry, guys.
Wow.
Good thing you can edit. Sorry. And then next.
I'm not editing.
Yeah, that might not have been a fight going on in that card. They might not have been fighting in that card. It might have been something else.
That's a good one.
Lady Thor, Mighty Thor, rather. Sorry. Oh, that's good.
This is what I've noticed since I've gotten in, is he does women very well. Like it just the drawing and the rendition and it's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, he hits it big time with characters like this. They can be sexy.
Oh, that's a gold foil.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
1954 out of 199.
It didn't look like it on the front. That doesn't.
Yeah, no, it's a gold. Yeah.
Oh, okay, it is. It is.
Wow. Yeah, it's just the light, I think.
That's awesome.
Hey,
that's nice.
That's a good one.
Wow. Okay.
I'm excited to see what people do with the I think we talked about how people are going to use them decorate or show different ways of setting them up. And
oh yeah,
I'm just dying to get a PSA graded one of Cat.
Well,
would that look good?
Is that who is
That's
doing?
Gore.
Are they good?
Gore. Yeah, Gore.
Yes, Gore.
Oh, I'm sure PSA, CGC, SGC.
Oh yeah,
ITV, BBC. I'm sure they'll all grade them.
Yeah,
this one looks amazing.
Doesn't it? Gore the God Butcher. What if?
And it's got the Marvel now, so it's like
that's a much more recent one. Yeah.
I guess that's because her first appearance was a little sooner, right? Is this the Thor? Is this Thor? A woman?
No, that's Gore the God Butcher.
That's
Gore, yeah. Gore.
Oh.
Yeah, that looks nothing like Natalie Portman.
Well, I got confused there for a second, thinking that it was.
I'm not sure. I don't really know. I mean, my only there's some shiny coming. Right. So we've got Groot. Okay, Groot. I'm afraid we're not going to be spending much time with Groot and Rocket. Just get onto the shiny. Come on. There's something. That's a holofoil, definitely.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Professor X.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Now, is that what holofoil is that? Is that speckle? Let's have a look at the back. That's regular, yeah.
Regular, okay.
Regular one. Wow, okay.
It looks pretty good for regular.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good in the larger format.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
With
the rainbow.
I never really registered his face being to the right of the image of him.
And this is, what we get to see from the reverse, from the small to big. Now we get to.
Wow. This is wonderful.
Yeah, there's another card I got last night. I'll show you at one point that when you see it big like that, you definitely notice some other stuff in the background.
Ooh.
That's
okay.
Yeah, I saw his face in the original card, but it wasn't large enough to really see much of it.
I tell you, the one I'm looking forward to seeing in larger format is the Daredevil canvas, because there's so much small detail behind him.
Yes.
You'll know it when you see it. Which I always thought in the canvas size just made it a little bit of a challenge.
Display options. That's the word I was looking for. So this was one that we got last night. Which
where'd you get this?
This is in the other box we pulled last night. But
so you've already opened one.
No, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, this is.
You're gonna have to show us those in a minute.
What's going on here? We had a circle of trust.
The Spider-Man in the background. You see the eyes?
Like, yeah. Right. So this is a Battle Spectra. So basically, let's back up a sec. So this is a Battle Spectra from a box. This is I know what you did last night rather than I know what you did last summer. So basically, you've already busted a box of this.
Right, we got two, and I had to open one with her before I did anything.
You had to open one. Okay, yeah, right. Yeah, fair enough. All right, I understand. I understand.
I guess I
can see where this is going. Well, in a minute, we're going to have to see some of the cards from that other box once we finish this one. Then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Is that a regular Battle Spectra? Yeah.
It's one of the best.
Yes, this one is just a regular Battle Spectra. Yeah.
It's the Battle Spectra. It's the best Battle Spectre that there's.
I know Josh got excited when he saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
look at that thing. Look at the spider. Look at how perfect it is.
Yeah, that Spider-Man in the background, that is awesome.
And Carnage, like Ian, sometimes on the symbiotes, he's like, they get a little wild for me and stuff like that. Like, I kind of like my symbiotes, organized and true to form. And Carnage, that's Carnage.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And
Venom doesn't have as much of that.
Fine. Yeah, so Venom's not got any ooze going on.
Right. Yeah. Venom's clean here, and fucking Carnage is, oh man. And then
I don't think I've seen Josh this animated in a long time. Josh,
yeah, no, excited.
What's in that energy drink you're having?
I love it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Is that like the spider light in the background, or?
Yeah, or spider face anyway.
Yeah, the because
you can see the eyes
card where there's
yeah.
I know the one you're thinking. There's one with the kind of spider
eyes.
I can't remember what card that is now. Anyway. Right, so what's it? We halfway through now. This is pack 5.
It's a canvas. The canvas from 2016 has that.
This is
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, yes, we're halfway through. Right. Right. Oh,
this is pretty fun.
I'm going to need a lie down after this, I think. Oh, great. Doctor Strange, what if?
Strange Tales.
Wow.
Yeah. the detail in the yellow scowl underneath the yellow with the black lines going through it and stuff. I never saw any of that. I never picked up any of that in the original card.
Wow. Yeah, that's
wonderful.
Great.
Loki.
Okay.
Oh, nice. That just a silver base, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then
another
Khazard.
Hang on, what's this one?
So
it's not a silver spectrum, is it?
No, it's gold.
Is it? Oh, wow. So you've got a base, you've got a gold, and you've got a what if.
Yeah.
This is the Khazar box.
Gold foil.
Yep, gold foil.
Wow.
Goodness.
Got tons of ideas for that.
Wow. Okay.
You're on your way for a Khazar display there, buddy.
Yeah. Who knew it was going to be the loincloth guy?
All right.
Fingers inquestionable.
What's his? Does he talk to animals or something like?
I don't know. I think he just jumps around. I think he's fit. I don't know. Has he got a superpower?
Yeah.
Apart from being in 3 cards in one box.
I think he jumps like on a lion. It talks.
I mean, he's on 10% of the cards in this box.
Oh, that is awesome. That Ghost Rider.
Wow, Ghost Rider. What if? Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's stunning.
I am excited to see what people are going to do, like how to display these.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Mary Jane. That's a beautiful, beautiful painting.
Yeah.
That's artwork, right?
That's so 60s. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Earlier, somebody mentioned something about posing for, like, if they use certain people for, if Joe maybe used somebody in particular for, what character do you think he used?
I think he might use photo reference, but I don't think Joe has people pose for him in that way. I think he's been at it long enough that he's My understanding is anyway. So I'm slightly trepidatious about misquoting Joe because I know it vexes him when people do. I think that he uses a lot of like research, and he's got like models and things, and he uses photo stuff, but a lot of it is just he can do it.
So like all the bonuses here, the bonus of the background being that cool psychedelic 60s thing. And then we've got the record player below her feet, and she's dancing on the spider light.
Yeah.
Which is what you said just now. So this is the card.
Like, I mean, that's you get, it's the same fun we got to have with like bonuses from back in the day.
Oh my goodness, mate. Oh yeah, I love this piece. Captain Marvel, gold what if? That's amazing.
Great.
That.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Respectful silence, which is vexing as hell for the people listening on audio. But that's how much we're getting into these.
This is one of the best Captain Marvel cards, of course. Jusko, of course, the female form power chick. He does it. And what more do you want from a Captain Marvel card with the iconic pose like that, zipping out of through space? That's perfect. And then
it is stunning. Complete diagonal through line from top corner to bottom corner. Look at that.
Yeah.
So how do we feel about the gold M on the what ifs and the placement of it? Because it feels like it sort of distracts.
Location, location kind of becomes a thing with some of them, but it is nice to see that stamped, embossed logo.
Oh, it is nice.
I agree. Like on the the regular, the base cards, it's kind of up in the corner, but like on the what ifs, the gold stamp is kind of right there in the middle.
Yeah, it's about 2/3 down on the right, isn't it? Because it's on the Kazar one. I noticed it really got in the way.
Yeah.
Because some of the what if covers are busier than others. I don't know. I don't hate it. I can't say I massively love it. I mean, I love a bit of gold foil on Marvel Masterpieces because it's.
I do too. I like having it in a kind of makes it stand out, but it just seems like it's kind of in an awkward position there.
Yeah, with the regular version,
that's just me.
It has the opportunity because it's a border trim across the it's a framing, so your eye has more opportunity to catch it. And
I see what you're saying on the Kazar. It's like
so
it's on
they're going to put it in your face a little bit when it's a card that doesn't have a framing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it isn't exactly the same place on the card, regardless of the artwork.
Yeah. So it's like without a framing on this Captain Marvel card, which would look beautiful also, they're going to throw it in a more optically catching location.
Yeah. So can you grab the Loki card you pulled?
Yeah.
So I just want to see that one because it's not a what if, but if I would think that the what if version,
the gold foil M would cover up his face. Yeah, it'd be right on his forehead. Yeah, you got a point there, Jason. So maybe they had to move it for that one. I don't know.
Sorry to be.
That's a good point.
That's just one thing. I like the set and I like the way the large format, but just that gold stamp, just the placement kind of bothers me. But.
Maybe Wesley's about to pull it.
There's a couple in some of the other masterpiece sets where they had to differ the location of the name because of where the card laid out.
Yeah.
Just packaging just is weird.
Oh, that's a great.
Ooh.
Oh, that's awesome.
Magic or
Magique.
What's isn't her first name like Leandra?
Leandra. Yeah, I can't remember.
Ileana, I think.
Black Bolt.
Oof. Awesome. Background of that card.
Oh yeah. All the stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then the stuff around his head, like the my
Yeah,
lighting will be better next time.
but this is, it's just like and that original Black Bolt card was nice, but I couldn't pick up all the energy coming off that little tuning fork.
Right.
The background of that card, I mean, it's got
Yeah.
all that stuff going on. I had never
Like the
even
two moon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
planets,
That's cool.
spaceships.
Yeah, Ilyana Rasputin is magic.
Nice.
I
Thanks.
like that one.
That's beautiful.
All right.
Oh, I'm very
So
excited about
nice.
this one. Nightcrawler. Oh, look at that. Is that gold?
Yes.
Great.
Jeez.
Wow.
I love Nightcrawler.
And it looks like he's bursting back into
Yeah. There's
reality
a
from wherever he comes, wherever that is, he goes to when he goes. There was an episode of that on X-Men 97, I think, from the
generation.
original, like Nightcrawler where he goes to when he disappears.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. Like he got trapped and couldn't come back, and they had to go save him.
I thought I read somewhere something like that they're saying now that Cyclops his face is actually like a portal to another
Oh, really?
place that
That's cool.
has like real that's where these beams come from. Or I was reading it just a quick read online, so I wasn't sure
That's
if you guys knew
wild.
anything about it, but it seems
Well, you're Muller in that pack. Right, this is a penultimate pack.
Mm-hmm.
Have we had what we would consider to be the hit, as it were?
I think we had
You got the purple.
the purple.
You got the purple and the orange, but they were standard one to a box, usually with masterpiece.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
Another Mary Jane. Is that gold?
Yes.
See,
Yeah.
the gold
yes.
works on that.
Yeah.
I mean, the positioning's perfect, and it just really works with the artwork.
It's awesome.
That's nice.
Legion.
Oh, wow.
The box that we
spooky
had last night was a Legion box. We had, which works out well. This is one of Taylor's other favorites.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And then,
Right, what we got going on here?
Wait a second.
Oh, hang on. Ah, he's got another battle spectrum.
Wow.
Of Venom versus Carnage.
Crazy.
Just
That's
look at
sweet,
just
Bart.
look at the shine on that. Look at the different relief of the different print levels as well. Wow. Because your other one was in a sleeve. We couldn't see that detail.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Is that definitely that's a regular one, not a gem, because it'd say gem on the front.
Yeah, this is just like the other one
All good, Wes. I'll text you my PayPal. All good.
That's lovely.
That was
That's
pretty fun.
lovely.
How many battle spectrums were there?
Like the gems or the regular?
The regular or is there a difference? I didn't know there's a
Holofoil was
difference.
20. No, every regular one had a gems version. So
Gem were
can't remember.
99.
15, I want to say. I think 15 because there's 20 holofoils, there's 10 canvas.
Yeah.
I think there's 15 battle spectra.
Battle spectrum.
Why it's 15, I don't know. Don't get me started. But I think it's 15.
But this was one of the cards that.
In fact, I have the checklist. Why don't I just look?
Do you guys remember the original version of this card with Spider-Man, and it's the same pose. They're on a bridge. They're like on a bridge.
Yes.
It's a little thing silhouette, and it's the three of almost identical. So he just basically, framed this after that card. And I'm pretty sure in that card it was Venom and Spider-Man.
Right, here's something interesting, guys. So in the original set, there were 16 battle spectrums, so I was close. However, in Masterpieces XL, we are missing Battle Spectra 11 and Battle Spectra 14. So in XL, there's only 14 of them. So I can only imagine it's because the characters that were on them, they can't use them. I have a feeling one is Red Skull. Can't remember what the other one might be. It might be Punisher versus someone, which would make sense. But yeah, so you've got 14 of the original 16 in this set.
Last pack magic.
Last pack magic.
There you go.
Cracks me up. There's a guy who's got a channel with that branding, Graydon. I spoke to him the other day. He's nice fellow as well. Hopefully he'll come on at some point, or we can do something with him. Seems like a nice dude. He's Canadian. Let's not hold that against him. I'm joking, by the way. Before Tony Perner or Dre start throwing rocks at me. Right.
All
okay.
Right.
Cool. This one's putting up a fight.
Yeah, it is. It's giving me some.
Because it's got something good.
And you want to like be extra careful because you don't want to mess up the corners, and so it's a little different.
Yeah,
experience,
you really
right?
have got to be careful with these, haven't you?
I think I got some cotton gloves, and I should have used.
Oh, is that Ultron? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ultron.
That's
What
cool.
if?
I like it.
Nice.
The new Masters of Evil.
Nice. And then
Cyclops.
we're just talking about Cyclops. There we go. Base.
That's sweet.
Does anybody know why he went to the X on the? I mean, I guess it could be because in the X-Men, but for his.
It was
facial...
just kind of around that time period. I forgot what was going on, but that was kind of the outfit that they gave him for that.
I never
kind of
noticed
period
that
of time.
before.
Yeah, Professor X got one too with a similar type thing, and Storm, Colossus, they got one where it was the piping, like the trim on the suit there.
Yeah.
They all got a version with their own colors. That even Nightcrawler got one.
Wow.
At the time, it looked a little futuristic.
Yeah, I forgot there was something going on in the storyline kind of during that era.
Yeah.
That he was a little. Professor X may have been dead at that time, and he kind of took over, but he was a little bit darker Cyclops too. I forget.
Little bird.
Oh,
nice. She-Hulk. Was that one upside down?
Yeah, it was. That was different.
That's cool.
That's the.
Yeah.
Is that the regular? Turn it over. Let's see.
971
gold foil.
990.
Okay. Nice.
Wow.
That's a decent box.
I do like it. Tearing up Dr. Octopus arm.
Yeah, that's cool.
You want me to grab these other ones I did last and kind of show?
Yeah. Does a bear poo in a wooded area? Does Stevie Wonder? Does William Hurt? This is. Oh my goodness! Now, while he goes and gets the contents of last night's box that he opened, I should say I'm not going to use as we know that Joe didn't know that the set was coming and wasn't involved in it. I was thinking of using his intro, but I'm not going to because that would feel a little bit disrespectful, even though we're admiring his art. So I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
He might, even though
he might be cool. Yeah, I might message him. I might message him and say, even though, would you mind if we put your intro ahead of our opening and review of the set kind of episode? I just kind of, I don't know. I just want to flip it.
Because it's ultimately the way all that stuff shook down is we would love to see his name on the box and all that stuff.
Exactly. But it is his art.
Here. Yeah, we're appreciating.
We are very much appreciating his art. That is so cool. Sorry. So first one Wesley's showing here is the Luke Cage. What If, and just because it's a first issue, and it just works. Wow, that really works.
And it doesn't look that bad without the foiling on it. Like this one just doesn't have any foil.
Imagine having that next to the actual first issue.
That's because
when you put a card next to a comic, there's obviously a bit of a size difference. It's like the birds and the bees. There's a size difference. The bird might get stung, etc., etc. But with this, it's kind of that was random. It's kind of it's kind of not too. It's like an ash can size, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I could.
The original. What's he doing?
I was just gonna put a comic next to it to see what kind of
size.
See, that would be quite nice. Yeah.
That pretty good.
Yeah, Luke Cage has definitely changed his appearance. Right. What's next?
Oh,
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 Wesley's
man.
showing us his man thing. Brilliant. I've waited years for this.
I wonder if we have a man thing joke counter. We need
There's
how many we've
got to be
actually-
there's got to be like one of those things that says 17 days since last accident or last incident. It's like
Yeah.
there's going to be one of those. It's like,
Excel,
someone
man.
reset it to 0. There we go. It's Excel.
Yeah, he didn't shine around
That's-
the center of his face there. It does kind of give off a phallic-y.
Oh my goodness me. I've never
So much
understood Man
definition.
Thing. I don't think I've ever read anything with him. Well, I've got, yeah,
You have read some stuff with Man
I
Thing.
probably have. There we go, Mephisto. That's a
Oh, and there's Silver Surfer. That's
yeah. I
cool.
was going to say if I was
Oh,
a
yeah.
surfer collector, and I'm not,
Yep.
I'm really not. It's like me with my experience of annual recently. It's like Black Cat wasn't in last year's annual, yet she's on 4 of the cards, and there were like umpteen parallels of the cards, and she's on them visually, so I've got to collect them.
Yeah, this
So-
one's cool. And that's a high print. That was a T4.
Yeah, yes, it was tier 4. Yeah.
what was?
Mephisto was in the original
Mephisto?
tier 4.
Oh, okay.
So the base of that only had 99 first time around. So
Grog?
they're not doing this with the base this time. So
Yeah,
You get
when
a
I've
clue.
looked at these, the original set, that Grog card is cool to me. I mean, I don't know much about him, but just kind of.
Adam Warlock.
Oh, that's awesome.
What if? That's nice.
Who we got?
Oh, hello,
Uh,
Iceman. What if?
Iceman.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, that's
yeah, that's cool.
it is.
That's issue 1. Ah,
there's
Mystique
another.
again. Oh, is that Wasp? It is.
Yeah.
You see some of these ones with the original OG Tales to Astonish, Tales, Journey into Mystery, Strange Tales. Those title treatments just really work, don't they?
Yeah, and see, like that's Ultron.
Yes.
And I could never tell that was Ultron before. I
Wow.
could tell it was a robot
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something
yeah,
that
yeah.
she was fighting, but I didn't know it was Ultron. Like that makes the card way cooler.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do you think
Battle
since
the
that
creature from Cosmos? Well, it says creature from Cosmos.
PSA
Oh, yeah, maybe
is
it's
I
not.
don't know.
gonna have like the whole matching label thing, think that'll bring some people over to make sure they got matching labels on 2 or 3 things?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, could do. Another Legion.
Another Legion.
Good. Another
Mary
MJ.
Jane.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh,
Oh, hello, Black Widow.
Oh.
Tales of Suspense.
That's
What
awesome.
if? That's
this,
nice.
yeah, this was the very first card we pulled too. That was
Really. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
the spider in the background is sweet.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention to that.
No,
Like
I've never
I-
seen that before in my life, literally. See, this is the thing.
Right.
You just spot stuff. That's what I like about masterpieces generally, is
Yeah.
that I'm always spotting new stuff.
Oh, it's a
Moon Knight.
gift that keeps on giving. It's
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
That's great.
Now, I'm gonna be slightly harsh here. No disrespect, Joe. That's not my favorite Moon Knight.
yeah.
It's fairly low on my Moon Knight spectrum. In the top 10, Casey Kasem
Mhm.
doing the America's top 10. It's kind of at 9 or 10 for me.
Yeah, there were a couple characters like Black Panther got lumped into that.
Yeah,
with,
it's a
Moon Knight,
decent
where-
Moon Knight, but it's not the best Moon Knight I've seen.
Yeah,
Mm.
sometimes there's a super low detailed version
Yeah,
that almost looks like a logo, and it's
it doesn't quite
Mm.
work for me. Anyway.
yeah, me either.
Oh, Red She-Hulk. What if?
Yeah.
Okay, you see, that's a much more recent
Yeah.
first appearance.
Yeah, this.
Okay.
If I haven't said it yet, I'm excited to see what people do with these displays.
Yes. Oh, okay. You weren't kidding about
Yes.
it being a Legion box, that last one.
Yes. There's a legion of legions, if you will.
Flipping heck.
You got the
Hawkeye.
whole Legion. Yeah, see, look at
Nice.
that. That's
I love the background on that. I love the detail in the actual bow and arrow as well, because that's a high tech
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing going on. Look at that.
That's very cool.
What are all those things?
Oh, the backwards. Is that a backwards A in the background for the Avengers?
the Avengers
Oh,
logo
yeah.
from the light. Yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Man, there's all kinds of details.
There is so much, isn't there?
What we got?
Oh, Iron Fist.
Iron
Okay.
Fist.
Yeah.
When did he go to the White? This is just like a.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Go
it
ahead,
was.
Jason.
Yeah, I don't remember. He did. I forgot. Again, it was during that. Well, he did some of these in 2013 and 14, so it may have been around that time. There was something with Iron Fist that he switched. I don't know if it was a team he joined or something in his own story that he switched to the white and gold. I like the
Do
the green.
Do you remember the band Cameo?
Yes.
Do you remember what the lead singer used to wear?
Yeah, it was a red cod piece, right?
Well, he wore a cod piece, and that's what I'm thinking when I look at the Iron Fist. Anyway, because that suit, it's fitted.
You'll notice a couple of these characters he picked, like that T4 Iron Man. He did the black suit Iron Man, the black and gold Iron Man. So that's a big. I mean, you know, I don't want to say risky, but it's.
But he hates drawing Iron Man. He hates drawing armor.
Oh, well.
Joe. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, yeah. He'll choose the path of least resistance on that one.
Well, yeah. I was just glad that doesn't bother me. So I like to.
Yeah.
Look at the hair.
That Medusa. I love that Medusa because the hair just like, I mean, that's her thing, isn't it? But it's stunning. Oh, Captain America. Nice. Look at that.
That's great.
That was awesome.
Wow.
That's really look at it that much.
Stunning. Dumb Duggan. That's hilarious. That moustache always cracks me up.
And is that Nick Fury before he lost his eye?
Oh, yeah, pass.
I think it is. I think that was the Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, maybe.
Oh, wow. Yes, of course. Nice.
That's cool. I like that.
That is cool. Nova.
Beautiful.
Nice. What if? That's good.
Mm.
Oh, hello, Scarlet Witch. Oh, that's a gold foil as well. That's beautiful. Yeah, that works. Okay. I got to be honest with you. I was a bit skeptical about this set, but I'm a bit smitten now. I mean, I still don't think I'm going to collect all of it, but there's probably some pieces I'm going to pick up.
Yeah.
Just for the larger format, if nothing else.
Another grog.
Do you imagine the size of the pages if you had a 9-page of this?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
It'd be like one of those like A3 or A2 binders.
I saw they had like they had frames that hold 9 5x7s in them, and I was.
Oh wow.
That would be a pretty big wall.
But... Yeah. Legion. What if? Gold. What if even? Okie dokie. Is that a Storm Canvas?
Storm Canvas, yes.
So I believe this XL set has the canvas, but they also have a canvas variant.
Yeah, they've got they've got the red one, which is I think that's to 25, the canvas variant. Let me just have a look on my sheet here. Just going to consult with my canvas. There's a black foil variant of the canvas that's in blasters, but I've someone's pulled one of those and it doesn't look great.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it doesn't look great at all. So you've got the you've got a gallery parallel, which I think has got a gold or a bronze border of the canvas. They're numbered to 99, so exactly the same as the original. Then you've got the canvas. Interesting. Then you've got the black foil canvas, which is in blaster. Then you've got a red foil canvas variant and a canvas variant. So the canvas variant is only to 349, but it's coming up here as only Spider-Man, Wolverine, Storm, and Venom. And same with the red foil.
Yeah, so there's the canvas and then the variant. I think, it's only a few of them, but it's a different image.
Yeah. Wow, okay. That's interesting.
Where does the foiling go? Does it go like around
the border?
Yeah,
it's the border right around the edges.
Oh, around the border. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got the regular high series canvas, and there's 10 of those, and they're all in there. So I think you've pulled some of those. Then you've got a canvas variant and a canvas variant red foil, but it's only 4 of the 10 canvas.
Do you have an image
and it
there,
says
Ian?
somewhere
No,
either
no,
on
no.
the
I'm just on the list. But I've seen them pulled. I mean, but
The,
if you get a red variant, it's only 25 of them.
yeah, the foiling on the 2016 is on the canvas galleries is amazing. So to see
Yeah,
it in this larger size,
I believe it's at the same standard and quality. Yeah, someone showed one off in group. Angel, nice. That's cool. Oh, that's a plane. For some reason, I thought it was a dolphin. I don't know why.
That's
of course
the
that's
the X-Jet.
the jet. Cool.
And then I have an extra one of these. So
oh wow, okay, Professor X holofoil. I bet the Doctor Strange one works well. There's a Doctor Strange holofoil.
Yeah, and it's a nice one too.
Ooh.
Oh, here we
man
go.
thing again.
The man thing.
Double man thing.
With all that stuff in the way, we're having trouble seeing your man.
Yeah, as it always, as it always said, like this publication is rated M for mature.
Certainly is.
Certainly is. Yeah. It's everywhere.
Wow. Okay. So Wesley, you're the one holding them. What are your thoughts? Have you enjoyed it? Worth it?
Yeah, like I think like you, I was a little hesitant at first, but you know, the visual effect of it and the like you just see so much and so much that you didn't see before. I don't like, I mean, it does suck that they wasn't ready to be able to put these in some type of real penny holder or something, but
wait till you see what's next.
Ultimate Spider-Man. Which I believe is card number 1, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
First card in the set. Yep. First.
Oh yeah, and this one's numbered to 499, which I thought was weird.
Oh, is it gold?
No, it's like a silver.
What does it say on the back?
Does it say, yeah.
Flip it over. Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
It didn't say anything.
I'm really confused now. Let's have
a
Marvel Masterpieces X. Huh.
Bear with. I'm just having a look back at this. Yeah. Ultimate Spider-Man base set.
I think that's an error.
Shouldn't be serial numbered at all.
I think that's an error. There. That like the greens that got swapped onto with MM22.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, because the gold foil is supposed to be to 1999. Yeah. And what does that say on the back?
It says 481 to 499.
Of 489 of 499. Yeah, that's nuts because it's not. Hang on, 499. Yeah, 499 you get to when you get to the tier 4.
3.
But, yeah, that's weird. And you've got epic purple. So I'm just looking down the checklist here. This doesn't make sense. It's not a silver spectrum because that's numbered at 10.
It doesn't say anything on the back.
Oh, by the way, while we're it's a silver foil variant. It's a silver foil variant. Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah, and there's only 3 of these in the set. There's Ultimate Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Spider-Man.
Oh, they should have put that on the back.
So I'm not sure what the difference in the silver foil is, but that's what it is.
Interesting.
Okay.
But that's the silver foil variant.
I'll have to get one side by side and try to.
Yeah, between the base and that one.
Turn it back over in the corner. Go up a little bit. See that? Is that on all of them? That little stamp?
Skybox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just noticed that.
Wow. Okay. Well, so you've got a pretty good hit there, I think, Wesley.
Yeah, and this looks like the actual number looks like it's stamped on the card, whereas the others have that little like square around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Square around the number.
Almost like a sticker.
Yeah, this one looks like it's actually on the card.
Wow. Okay. Well, you've done well.
Interesting.
You've done well with that one.
No.
That's interesting. There's so many little things that are just in this that aren't across the whole set. Like there's only 3 different silver foil variants, according to this checklist. There's 2 Spectrum foil variants, Ultimate Spider-Man and Star-Lord. And they're the only 2 in the set. So what the Spectrum foil looks like, I don't know. But they're numbered to 99. Isn't that bonkers?
Yeah.
That is weird.
Okay. I saw
What do
something
you guys?
crazy the other day. I saw someone pull a printing plate. Now, the thing with the printing plates is that because printing plates are thin, imagine that thinness at this size. They're just like, apparently they just feel a bit weird. But on the back, the sticker that goes on the back is the same size as it would be for a normal printing plate. So it looks really small in the middle of the back.
Oh, wow.
It just looks really odd. It's a really
Huh.
itty bitty sticker in the middle of the back of the printing plate. You would have
Jeez.
thought they'd have maxed out that sticker as well, but they didn't. I don't mind it either way. I just think it looks quite funny. But yeah, no, we've seen some printing plates. There's been one on eBay, and I saw someone in group with one as well. Yeah.
To
Wow.
these size? To
Yes.
this?
Yes. Yeah. So
I thought I
oversized
saw that
printing
on the checklist or on the box or something.
Yeah, they're on the checklist, definitely. So yeah, I'm just finding it just it's a really intriguing set. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to collect the whole thing based on what I've seen, but I wasn't sure until only a few days ago if I was even going to chase Black Cat. All of a sudden,
Really?
I've got two of them. No, seriously, I wasn't sure because I've been cutting down on the larger format Black Cat stuff because I just don't have room for it. So like the original art, I've been offloading that.
There's probably, I'm with you, Ian. Like I don't, as much as I love these, where am I going to put the entire?
Yeah.
I'd love to
Yeah.
have them all,
Yeah.
but yeah, there'll be about 10 that I have to have, and another 5 on top of that, parallel wise, and that are.
Yeah, just go for the ones that work. I mean, watch some more breaks, watch some more stuff like this. There's plenty of them out there, I guarantee it. By the time this goes up, there will have been plenty more. And if my box lands, I'll do an Instagram and we can have a look at some more. But
yeah, this has been awesome.
I mean, it's fun. It's fun. So but yeah, I know a lot of people are really still, this is a cash grab. This shouldn't be a thing.
I really hate that word.
Yada. What's that? Sorry.
I'm sorry. I really hate that word. I hate
cash grab.
Yeah, whenever it's been said.
Yeah. There's been a lot of saltiness. I think the other problem is that people are getting, I think there's a bit of fatigue at the moment. Everyone's getting hit by so many sets after sets after sets.
I'm glad you said that.
A lot of people are overspending, but it's a lot at once at the moment. I mean,
try to imagine for a moment that this XL set here, was released in a time where there wasn't 5 that just came out, another 2 to come out here soon. So it's pretty saturated right now. There's been a lot of action, almost a little too much. If this set had come out in the middle of a lull or something, it's just a little bit of fun. It's,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, last year felt a little bit different because there were fewer original art sets. So, and you had it broken up with a lot of MCU stuff, and obviously MCU's output has slowed down. So Upper Deck have caught up. And, I don't think there's an awful lot more slated to come as yet. But there's an awful lot of sets that still haven't hit EPAC, and they came out last year. So we've had Spider-Man No Way Home, but we haven't had Hawkeye hit EPAC. Right. We haven't had Loki hit EPAC. No. We've not long had Moon Knight hit EPAC. So, there is a bit of a delay. And don't forget, we are a year now since Masterpieces 22 came out. And it's still not on EPAC. So, and you know what? I'm okay with that because there's still Fleer Ultra Midnight Suns. There's Flare. And although I'm not collecting those sets, there are elements of my characters in that set, and it's just a lot.
Yeah, and they know that
just with the character chase,
that'll probably hit a week. It might last maybe a week this time.
It won't last that long. No, I mean last time was 4 days. I think
4 days, right?
It's ridiculous. I think there is more product. They've made it a bigger set by virtue of the fact they've introduced all those other elements. And I think the price will probably be a bit bonkers. But people, there are people who are holding off for it. Who will not be spending on platinum and will have not spent on annual. It's difficult, because you're thinking, I probably shouldn't get sucked into this one because I don't know what's about to drop. But Fleer Ultra Midnight Suns, I had no intention of spending the last week chasing Black Cat, and I've got to get 100 Black Cat digital base, Wesley.
How many?
100 to get the to get one of the parallels of base.
What?
So it's 10 to get a silver. Oh, I don't know. It's crazy. Anyway, it's just madness.
Well, I got a green for you.
I am one digital away from finishing the 100 chase on Black Cat on annual, and that's been out for a lot longer. So it takes a while to do these things. If you can't, I don't know. I'm not moaning in a worries me sense. I'm moaning in a flipping heck. It's like, what's going on? I feel like a drunken boxer stumbling around the ring. That said, it's a good problem to have.
Yes.
I'd rather have more Marvel cards than less Marvel cards, but at this point, I think it's just tipped a little bit too much into the, wow, okay, I'm struggling a bit now.
Yeah,
like I said, I'm only going after certain characters, and I'm struggling.
Right.
But feel for Star Wars. They haven't had a set at all this year. So they're having a really, really quiet year for whatever reasons. They're about to have Chrome drop. I think it's just dropped. Okay. But they've had the opposite problem. Whereas if you cast our mind back a few years ago, where we were thirsty, remember it was almost a year before Spider-Man Metal Universe broke that. We had a real drought period. So it is feast or famine at the moment. I don't think that it hasn't been like that for Marvel cards for about 2 decades. There was a period of about 5-10 years up until Rittenhouse got the license where there was just nothing, and then all of a sudden Rittenhouse, you had 3 or 4 big releases a year for about a decade. Then you had the overlap with Upper Deck, and then we're off to the races. But now it's just it's a bit much. So it's bonkers out there, people. So I would say just carry on choosing your path wisely and spending responsibly, because you can wait to get some of these things. And by virtue of having no choice, I'm going to have to take my time on Fleer Ultra Midnight Suns. I haven't got the gas.
Yeah.
Has to be chasing
It's a good set.
XL, as well as chasing Flare.
Right.
As well as chasing. I mean, I'm sure
I had to back off a couple sets ago. Kind of take my time and wait, because it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So it's a complaint, but it's a nice to have, I guess. So, but I could do with a break. I could do with a little rest. I won't lie to you. So, of suitable, reputable significance. I think it's probably fair to say. Josh, as your OG masterpieces kind of guy, I was to ask you to sign off this week. What do you want to keep on Masterpieces XL?
Everyone enjoy collecting.
Considering it was your idea in the first place.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Cut this man a Smith, care of Florida, and it will get there. Yeah.
I love you all.